It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see Russell Wilson. He got his reps in a week ago, over 400 yards through the air. It's the Broncos and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaunt and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
NRG Stadium in Houston. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will
to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
Okay, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So now here are the Broncos for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And able to get this to the 31. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. 2nd and 5. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Texans are 0-9 now on the year, and it has really been a slog.
And it's been such a struggle for them because they found no consistency anywhere. Special teams has let them down. Offense, defense, the coaching, you name it, it's been a really difficult season for them. And people are looking for that lightning bolt to strike where they can put it all together and win a game.
2nd and 1. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Ready?
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Broncos will take over on downs. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Brought down in the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Tempo.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, screen play set up for Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go back to the ground with Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 9, Wilson completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson now to throw on third down. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. As time expires in the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll start things out by looking at the AFC South. Indianapolis hosting Tennessee. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. Jonathan Taylor with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Tua Tagovailoa. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good-size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. And meanwhile, for the Texans, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did, and that just set them up well for the second half to come. These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. There's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys with great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. They give it to Williams, running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Wilson. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run ahead of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right back to him on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9 now. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 40. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're on for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off. Here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a give up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Flushed. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Second down at 5. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Williams running left. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. On second down, Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Slide. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's 3rd and goal now. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasted. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. With the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. After the run, here's 2nd and 8 from the 27.
They run it again with Williams. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their stated number.